You may be delaying your own breakthrough and calling it transparency. Some of you are praying, believing, doing everything right, yet nothing is moving. Not because God isn't listening, but because you keep speaking what He told you to protect. Every time you share certain details with the wrong people, you expose what heaven is building in secret. This isn't superstition, it's spiritual warfare. Scripture says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21, which means your mouth can either guard your destiny or sabotage it. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to wake you up. Some things are meant to stay between you and God. If you're in a season of silence and protection, type, "I'm guarding what God gave me" in the comments, like this video in agreement, subscribe for spirit-led wisdom, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Now let's talk about the 5 things God says you should never tell just anyone. Number 1, don't reveal the vision before it's mature. This is where many believers miss it. God places a vision in your spirit, a calling, a divine assignment, and before you even pray over it, you announce it. You post it, text it, and look for confirmation. But God-given visions are seeds, not trophies. They are not meant for exposure, they are meant for incubation. Scripture says Mary treasured these things in her heart. Luke 2:19. She carried the greatest promise in history, yet she protected it in silence. What's revealed too early is vulnerable. When you speak of vision before it's rooted, you invite doubt, jealousy, and warfare you're not yet prepared for. Even well-meaning people can speak fear over what God spoke in faith. Joseph learned this in Genesis 37. He shared too soon and paid the price. The dream still came to pass, but with unnecessary pain. Guard what God shows you. Let it grow in prayer before you make it public. Obedience will announce your calling better than words ever could. God does His best work in hidden places, and those who trust His timing in silence will shine in their appointed season. Number 2, don't publicize your private battles. You're fighting something: fear, temptation, depression, anger, and the world tells you that healing comes from sharing everything. But healing doesn't come from oversharing, it comes from overcoming. There's a difference between confessing to someone who can help and broadcasting to people who can harm. Jesus warned in Matthew 7:6 not to cast pearls before swine. Your healing is holy and your deliverance is sacred. When you expose a wound before it heals, you invite voices that may define you by your struggle instead of your strength. Some will pray, others will judge, and the enemy gains a voice in a story God is still writing. That's why David's private victories were never announced. No one saw the lion or the bear, only the fall of Goliath. Preparation happens in privacy. God works in secret so His glory, not your pain, gets the spotlight. So take your battles to the altar, not the timeline. Let prayer be your refuge, silence be your shield, and speak only when victory has a voice. Number 3, don't announce your acts of kindness. You give, you serve, you help, and then you post it. But the moment kindness seeks attention, the focus shifts from God's glory to self-promotion. Jesus was clear in Matthew 6:3-4. When you give, do it in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. Heaven records what people never applaud. The problem is, once you publicize it, you've already been paid, the applause of men. God isn't impressed by how much you give, but by how quietly you give it. True generosity doesn't perform, it reflects God. When service becomes a stage, humility leaves and pride enters. And God doesn't bless performances, He blesses purity. The kingdom works in reverse. What the world ignores, heaven honors. So stop trading eternal reward for temporary recognition. Do good in silence. Let love remain your motive and allow God, not people, to be the one who honors you. Number 4, don't expose your family or your home. Every household has tension, marriage struggles, parenting pressure, misunderstandings. But the moment you make private family matters public, you cross from wisdom into dishonor. Proverbs 11:13 says a trustworthy person keeps a confidence. Your home is sacred ground. It's meant to be covered in prayer, not dissected by public opinion. When you expose your family's weaknesses, you don't heal them. You multiply voices, invite judgment, and open doors for division. God entrusted you with a household to protect, not to broadcast. There's a difference between seeking wise counsel and seeking attention. Counsel restores, attention exploits. Social media is a stage, not a sanctuary. Even Jesus remained silent in certain moments because some things are too holy for public defense. So cover your spouse with grace, your children with prayer, and your family with honor. What you protect in private, God will preserve in public. Number 5, don't announce what God hasn't endorsed yet. You may have a dream, a plan, a calling burning in your spirit, but not every revelation is meant to be spoken immediately. James 4:13-15 warns us not to speak boldly about tomorrow without submitting to God's will. You can have the right vision and still move at the wrong time. When we rush to say, God said, before he's finished aligning the steps, revelation turns into presumption. The result isn't failure, it's frustration. God doesn't bless speed, he blesses alignment. There's a difference between inspiration and instruction. Inspiration excites you, but instruction secures you. Noah didn't announce the ark before the command. Abraham didn't explain the journey before the go. Even Jesus waited for the appointed time. The kingdom moves in order: revelation, confirmation, preparation, then manifestation. Don't confuse momentum with permission. Patience doesn't delay your destiny, it protects it. Wait for heaven's green light, and when you speak, your words will carry weight, not wishful thinking. Silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. Many people talk too much because they're searching for validation only God can give. You announce your dreams to feel affirmed, expose your pain to feel seen, and share your good deeds to feel valued. But every time you trade heaven's approval for human applause, you leak spiritual power. Jesus spent 30 years hidden for 3 years revealed, because hidden seasons are not punishment, they are preparation. Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, there is a time to be silent and a time to speak, and many destinies have been damaged by words spoken out of season. From this moment forward, guard your mouth like your future depends on it, because it does. Let God be your publicist. Stay faithful, stay hidden, stay focused. When the time is right, God himself will unveil what silence has been growing. Hiddenness isn't the end, it's the womb of destiny.